Hello children, hope you are all doing good. I have seen your homeworks. You did it very well. Very good children. Okay, likewise do your homework regularly. Okay children. Children, have you all learned which I have taught you in the previous classes? Okay, let us write a small test. Okay children. Yeah, take your physics notebook. Put today's date. Mention as test. So the first question, for a to and fro motion, the time taken is dash. The time taken for the to and fro motion of a pendulum is dash. Second question, 0:00:00 hours means dash. 0:00:00 hours means dash. Okay, and then third one, dash is defined as the duration between two events. Dash is defined as the duration between two events. Children, have you all answered? And then fourth question, dash, dash and dash are the instruments used to measure mass. Dash, dash and dash are the instruments used to measure mass. The SI unit of volume is dash. The last question, SI unit of volume is dash. Children, have you all answered? Okay, very good. In the previous class, we have learnt about time, is it children? So what is meant by time? The time is simply what a clock reads, is it children? Clock lo nama enna paakroma, that is called time, is it children? And then what is the SI unit of time? Second, okay? The SI and CGS unit of time is second. Okay children? In the ancient days, we had used sundial, water clock and candle clock, is it children? And then we can find the time interval by using the stopwatch. Okay children, by using the stopwatch we can measure the time interval. So what does mean by time interval? Time interval is the duration between two events. Okay, this question I had asked in the test, is it children? So dash is defined as the duration between two events, time interval. Okay, and we have learnt about the 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock, is it children? So by using the 24-hour clock, we can avoid confusion. Okay children, and say if the time is 00:00 hours means that is 12 midnight. Okay, 00:00 hours means that is 12 midnight. Okay, this is the question I had asked in test, is it children? So 00:00 hours means that is 12 midnight. Okay children, and then to and fro motion of a pendulum. What is the time taken for a to and fro motion of a pendulum? It is 2 seconds. Okay children, this is the question I had asked in test. Okay, so the answer is 2 seconds. Okay children, so by using the time we can measure the historical events by using the centuries and millenniums, and we can use small nanosecond. Okay, nanosecond and millisecond also we can find by using the time. Okay children, we can find the nanosecond and millisecond in scientific research. Okay, for scientific research only we can use the millisecond and nanosecond. Okay children, can you all understood? And in this class we are going to learn about temperature. Okay, Today we are going to learn about temperature. Okay children, temperature is also a physical unit. Okay, so let us learn. Children, see, there is a hot soup and a very cold ice cream. Is it children? Children, have you ever wondered what makes this soup very hot and this ice cream very cold? What is the reason? Some objects are hotter than the other, and also some objects are colder than the other. See here, the soup which is on the left side is hotter than the soup on the right side. So children, and see, the ice cream which is on the left is colder than the cool drink which is on the right. Is it children? So what makes things hotter or colder? Think it. Okay children. Children, when you get fever, your body becomes hotter than the normal. Is it children? Okay, to know that hotness, okay, how much hotness is there in your body, we need to use a thermometer. Okay children, we can use a thermometer to find how hot your body is. Okay. Children, see, if your mother is preparing coffee, okay, she had prepared it and kept it in front of you, okay, which is very hot. Okay, what will you do? Will you drink it instantly? சுட சுட காஃபியை முன்னாடி கொண்டு வச்சிருந்தா குடிச்சிருவியா உடனே? No, is it children? Why? What is the reason? Because it is very hot, is it children? So you can't drink it. So you should wait for a while to cool down, is it children? Okay, that is, you wait, okay, so that the heat of the coffee decreases, is it children? Till the heat of the coffee decreases, you should wait, is it? So see, here is a cup of coffee, is it children? Now if you keep this, okay, for a long time, what will happen? You are just keeping that hot coffee for a long time, okay, what will happen? Okay, you will find, you can see that the heat of the coffee decreases, is it children? Why? What is the reason? Because all the hot body loses the heat to the surrounding air. Okay children, all the hot body, okay, இதெல்லாம் சூடா இருக்கோ, all those objects, okay, all those things will loses the heat to the surrounding air. Okay children, so the temperature decreases. Okay children, so why the coffee's heat is decreasing? The heat losses to the surrounding air. Okay children, the heat losses to the surrounding air, so the temperature decreases. Okay children, can you all understood? So what is the reason why the temperature is decreasing? The hot body's heat is decreasing. Why? What is the reason? The hot body loses the heat to the surrounding air. Okay children, the hot body loses the heat to the surrounding air. Okay, that is the reason, so that the temperature decreases. Okay children, just imagine, okay, if we sit in front of a fireplace, okay, that is burning, okay, what you can feel? See, there is a fireplace. So children, in front of that a girl is sitting, is it? She can feel the heat of the fireplace burning. Is it children? She can feel the heat of the fireplace burning. Why children? The heat is traveling from here, from that fireplace to that girl, okay, or else to that person. Why it is moving in that direction? Okay, the reason is the temperature indicates the direction in which the heat flow will take place. Okay children, the temperature indicates the direction in which the heat flow will take place. Okay children, so that the hotness travels in a direction to reach that girl. Okay, children? Can you all understood? So temperature indicates a direction. Okay, children? Temperature indicates a direction. Children say, if you are having hot water in a pan and cold water in another pan. Okay, children? You are having both hot water and cold water. Okay, and we are going to pour the hot water and cold water in the same pan. Okay, what can you say? What will be that resulting water? Will it be too hot or too cold? Hot water and cold water ஒரே panல ஊத்துனா என்ன ஆகும்? That resulting water will not be too hot or too cold. So children, it will not be in a too hot state or too cold. So what is the reason? That cold water gains the heat from the hot water. Okay, children, the cold water gains the heat from the hot water. Okay, children, so we can feel it is not too cold and not too hot. Okay, children, so what is the reason? The cold water gains the heat from the hot water. Okay, children. So children, how will you find? At the first we have said it is a hot water and it is a cold water. So children, now we had mixed that hot water and cold water, and now we are saying that it is neither too hot and not too cold. So how can you measure the degree of hotness or coldness of a body? The first we are taking a pan of hot water. So children, hot water and cold water we are having, and we are just mixing it. So children, ரெண்டையுமே mix பண்ணி ஒரே panல ஊத்திட்டோம். அப்ப என்னாச்சு? Now we are saying that it is not too hot and not too cold. அது ரொம்ப ஹாட்டாவும் இல்ல ரொம்ப கோல்டாவும் இல்லன்னு சொல்லிட்டோம். And how can you measure the degree of hotness and coldness? அது எவ்வளவு ஹாட்டா இருக்கு எவ்வளவு கோல்டா இருக்குன்னு எப்படி மெஷர் பண்ணுவீங்க? Okay, this is done with the help of a physical quantity. Okay, that is temperature. Okay, children, this is done with the help of a physical quantity, that is temperature. Okay, if you check the temperature means we can find how much it is hot. Okay, what is the degree of hotness and coldness. Okay, children, so let us learn. So temperature is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of a body. Okay, children, if you are measuring how much hot and how much cold a body is, means that is called temperature. Okay, children, what is meant by temperature? The measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. Okay, children, the measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of a body is temperature. Okay, children, temperature is the measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. Okay, children, using the temperature we can measure how hot an object is and how cold an object is. Okay, children, and the temperature indicates direction. Okay, children, already we have learned, so children, by using that example of fireplace burning. The children, so that heat flows in a direction. The children, so that we are saying temperature indicates direction. Okay, so what is mean by temperature? Temperature is the measure of the degree of hotness and the coldness of a body. Okay, children, the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of a body. Okay, children, and then temperature indicates direction. Okay, the temperature indicates direction, and then the hot body loses the heat to the surrounding air. Okay, so that temperature decreases. Okay, children, and if you are placing a hot water in a table, means after leaving it for a while, what can you feel? hot water அப்படியே வச்சிட்டே அப்படினா கொஞ்ச நேரம் கழிச்சு என்ன ஆகும்? It will lose its heat, is it children? After an half an hour it will become cooler, is it children? So what is the reason? The hot water loses the heat to the surrounding air. Okay children, this hot water loses the heat to the surrounding air so that the temperature decreases. Okay children, the hot water loses the heat to the surrounding air so the temperature decreases. And children, if just place ice cube, okay, just place an ice cube on a table. Okay children, what you can see after half an hour? It will melt, is it children? Why? What is the reason? The colder body gains heat from the surrounding air. Okay, surrounding air lende it will gain heat so that it is melting. Okay children, that colder body, that cold ice, okay, that ice gains the heat from the surrounding air so that the temperature increases. Okay, so that the melting takes place. Okay children, can you all understood? So the hot body loses the heat to the surrounding air, so the temperature decreases. Okay, and then the colder body gains heat from the surrounding air so that the temperature increases. Okay children, so what are the examples we have learned? If you are if you are placing a hot water on a table and left it for half an hour, means it will become cooler, is it children? So what is the reason? That hot water loses the heat to the surrounding air. Okay, so that the temperature decreases. Okay, and the colder body gains the heat. Okay, if you are placing the ice cube on a table, means after an half an hour it will melt and become a water, is it children? Become water. What is the reason? Because the cold ice gains the heat from the surrounding air. Okay children, the ice cube gains the heat from the surrounding air so that the temperature increases and it melts. Children, can you all understand? So what does mean by temperature? Temperature is the measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. Okay children, and it indicates direction. Okay, and what is the third point? The hot body loses the heat to the surrounding air. Okay, so that the temperature decreases. Okay, so what is the example we have said? The hot water, is it? And the colder body gains the heat from the surrounding air. Okay, what is the example for that? Ice cube. Okay, so the temperature increases. Okay children, can you all understand? As all of the physical quantity, the temperature also have units. Okay, that is Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. Okay children, Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. Okay children, we can measure the temperature in Celsius, Fahrenheit and also in Kelvin. Okay children, so what is the SI unit of temperature? The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Okay children, the SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Okay, so the symbol is capital K. Okay, the symbol is capital K. Should start from small k. Okay, Kelvin, small k, ELVIN. Okay, you should use the small k to write the unit, and the symbol for that unit you should use capital K. Okay children, so what is the reason why we are using that small letter? Because it is a unit derived from the name of that scientist. Okay, it is a unit from the name of that scientist. Okay, so that we are writing the unit in a small letter. Okay, in a lowercase alphabet, and the symbol in uppercase alphabet. Okay children, so what is the SI unit of temperature? Kelvin. Okay children, so what are the units we can use to measure the temperature? Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. Okay children, so what is mean by temperature? Temperature is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of a body. Okay children, so what is the SI unit of temperature? Kelvin. Okay children, so it also denotes the direction. Okay, the temperature denotes the direction. Okay children, look at the object on the screen. You must have seen this. Where have you seen? When you are suffering from fever, you may have used this. Is it, children? This is thermometer, okay? This is the instrument to measure temperature, okay, children? This is called thermometer. Okay, children? By using this thermometer, you can measure the temperature of the human body and you can check the degree of hotness and coldness of any object. Okay, children? Yeah, we will see that later. Okay, children? Yeah, see the thermometer. It has a slight bulb-like structure in the bottom. Is it, children? It has a slight bulb-like structure in the bottom. Okay, in that there will be a liquid. Okay, children? There will be a liquid metal, that is mercury. Okay, in the thermometer there will be a liquid metal. Okay, children? That is called mercury. Okay. Okay, that mercury, if the hotness is increased, means the level of mercury will increase. Okay, the level of mercury will expand and show how hot it is. Okay, children. So by using the thermometer, we can find the degree of hotness and coldness of a body. Okay, children. Okay, what is the liquid inside the thermometer? That is called mercury. Okay, children, it is a white silvery liquid. Okay, white silvery liquid. It will be inside the thermometer. Okay, children, can you all understood? Yeah, in the thermometer, you should learn about the melting point and boiling point. Okay, children, while learning thermometer, it is very important to learn the melting point and boiling point. Okay, children, here the melting point means the melting point of ice. Okay, if you are placing the ice cube outside, means it will melt. Is it, children? Okay, in what temperature it will melt? Okay, that is called the melting point. Okay, ice pure ice எப்போ கரையுமோ அதை சொல்றதா melting point of ice. Okay, children, and pure ice, when in what temperature will it boil? Okay, when it arises the boiling point, that is called boiling point of ice. Okay, children, so what is the melting point of ice? 0 degree Celsius. Okay, the melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius. Okay, and then what is the boiling point of ice? 100 degree Celsius. Okay, children, while learning about the thermometer, you should learn about the melting and boiling point. Okay, children. So what is the melting point of ice? The melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius. Okay, children. Okay, in 0 degrees Celsius only, the pure ice will melt. Okay, children. And at 100 degrees Celsius, the pure ice will reach the boiling point. Okay, children. So what is the melting point of ice? 0 degree Celsius. Okay, and what is the boiling point of ice? 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, children, can you all understand? Children, already we have learnt about the units of temperature. Is it? What are the units of temperature? Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. Is it, children? Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. Okay, these three are the scales of the thermometer. Okay, children, these three are the scales of the thermometer. Okay, there are three scales, that is Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale and Kelvin scale. Okay, children, there are three scales. What are three scales? Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale and also Kelvin scale. Okay, as I had already said, all thermometer has a slight bulb-like structure at the bottom. Okay, it has a slight bulb-like structure at the bottom. And see, the denoted the freezing point and melting point. Sorry, melting point and boiling point. Is it, children? So what is the melting point of water? 0 degree Celsius. Okay, 0 degree Celsius is the melting point of water. Okay, and what is the boiling point of water? 100 degree Celsius is the boiling point of water. Okay, children, 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling point of water. And in between the 0 and 100, there will be 100 equal parts. Okay, children, See, in Celsius scale, there will be 100 equal parts. Okay, children? Can you all understood? Celsius scale, there will be 100 equal parts. Okay, children? There will be 100 parts. Okay, from 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius. Okay, children? So what is the lower fixed point in Celsius scale? 0 degree Celsius. Okay, children? And what is the upper fixed point? 100 degree Celsius. Okay? In between that, there will be 100 equal parts. Okay, children? And then Fahrenheit. See the Fahrenheit thermometer, Fahrenheit scale. Okay, what is the boiling point of water in Fahrenheit thermometer, Fahrenheit scale? 212 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, children? 212 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, children? And what is the melting point of water? 32 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, children? 32 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so in between that, there will be 180 equal parts. Okay, children? In between, in that Fahrenheit scale, there will be 180 equal parts. Okay, children, can you all understood? In the Fahrenheit scale, there will be 180 equal parts. Okay, in Celsius scale, there will be 100 equal parts. But in Fahrenheit scale, there will be 180 equal parts. So, what is the melting point of water in Fahrenheit scale? 32 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, children, 32 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. And what is the boiling point of water in Fahrenheit scale? 212 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, children, 212 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, in between that, there will be 180 equal parts. Okay, children, in Fahrenheit scale, there will be 180 equal parts. Okay, children. Okay, in all thermometer, there will be mercury. Okay, children, inside it, there will be mercury. Okay. If you are dipping the thermometer in a hot coffee, means the mercury level expand, okay, and show the temperature. Okay, children. And then the next type of scale is Kelvin scale. Okay, the next is Kelvin scale. So see, what is the melting point of water in Kelvin scale? 273 Kelvin. Okay, children, 273 Kelvin. Okay, children. And what is the boiling point of water in Kelvin? 373 Kelvin. Okay, children, 373 Kelvin. Okay, and in Kelvin scale also there is 100 equal parts. Okay, children, in Kelvin scale there are 100 equal parts. Okay, children, can you all understood? So, in Celsius scale, there will be 100 equal parts, and in Fahrenheit scale, there will be 180 equal parts, and in Kelvin scale, there will be 100 equal parts. Okay, children, can you all understood? Okay, there are three types of scales. The first is Celsius scale, and the next one is Fahrenheit scale, and the third one is Kelvin scale. So, what is the boiling point of water in Celsius scale? 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. And the freezing point is 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. And what is the boiling point of water in Fahrenheit scale? 212 degrees Celsius. Okay, children. 212 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. And what is the melting point in Fahrenheit scale? 32 degree Fahrenheit. Is it, children? 32 degree Fahrenheit. And in Celsius scale there will be 100 equal parts. In Fahrenheit scale there will be 180 equal parts, and in Kelvin scale there will be 100 equal parts. So what is the melting point of water in Kelvin scale? 273.15 Kelvin. Okay, children. In Kelvin scale, you should not mention degree. Okay, children. Degree mention panna kudad. Okay, children. So, what is the melting point of water in Kelvin scale? 273.15 Kelvin. Okay, 273.15 Kelvin. So what is the boiling point of water in Kelvin scale? 373.15 Kelvin. Okay children, can you all understood? In Celsius scale 100 equal parts, in Fahrenheit scale 180 equal parts, and in Kelvin scale there is 100 equal parts. Okay children, can you all understood? Okay, inside these thermometer there will be a liquid metal called mercury. Okay, mercury is the thermometric liquid. Okay children, so inside this thermometers there will be a mercury. Okay, a liquid metal called mercury is there. Children, can you all understood? Okay, this is the relationship between the three scales. Okay children, this is the relationship between the three scales. Okay, this was not given in your book, but you should know this. Okay children, they had directly derived the relationship. Okay, they had given the two equations directly for you, but we will learn it. Okay children, okay, see, listen carefully. Okay children, so 1 centimeter is the length of the mercury. Okay, thermometer la mercury level வந்து 1 centimeter தான் இருக்கும். Okay children, and we already know there are how many parts in Celsius scale? 100, is it children? So the degree of each part will be 1 upon 100. நமக்கு ஏற்கனவே தெரியும் Celsius scale 100 parts இருக்கும், அப்படிதானே? But in each degree, the length of each degree will be 1 upon 100. Okay children, can you all understood? So the expanded level will be Celsius scale 100 parts இருக்குங்கிறதுனால நம்ம degree of the length of each degree we can write it as 1 upon 100, and if the mercury level expanded means we can write as C minus 0 into 1 upon 100. Okay children, C minus 0 into 1 upon 100. Children, can you all understood? In Celsius scale there are 100 equal parts, so that the length of each degree, okay, and the length of each degree will be 1 upon 100. 100 parts இருக்கிறதுனால we can say that each degree's length will be 1 upon 100. So if the mercury level is expanded means we can say C minus 0 into 1 upon 100. Okay children, and see, in Fahrenheit scale there are 180 equal parts, is it children? So the length of each degree will be 1 upon 180. Children, can you all understood? Fahrenheit scale la there will be 180 equal parts, so that the length will be, the length of each degree will be 1 upon 180. Okay children, so in the Fahrenheit scale the mercury level is expanded means what can you write? F minus 32. Okay, F minus the melting point of water in the Fahrenheit scale into 1 upon 180. Okay children, so that is F minus 32 into 1 upon 180. Children, can you all understood? So now we are going to equate the expanded mercury level of Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale. Okay children, Celsius what is the expanded mercury level? C minus 0 into 1 upon 100, is it children? And in Fahrenheit F minus 32 into 1 upon 180, is it? So we are going to equate it. Okay, so C minus 0 into 1 upon 100 equal to F minus 32 into 1 upon 180. Okay children, simply we are going to equate it. Okay, rendu expanded mercury level we are going to equate. Okay children, so what will you get? See children, here it is C minus 0. Okay, if you are subtracting 0 means there will be no values, children, so we can simply write as C upon 100 equal to F minus 32 upon 180. C minus 100 equal to F minus 32 upon 180. Can you all understood? இங்கே 0 இருக்கு, so that simply we can write it as C upon 100. And here f minus 32 into 1 means also same we will get as f minus 32. So f minus 32 upon 180. Children, can you all understood? And we got the equation. So children, we got the final equation, and simply we are going to do a simple change. Okay, what is this change? What we can change? நம்ம என்ன எழுதிருக்கோம்? Celsius upon 100 equal to Fahrenheit minus 32 upon 180. Is it, children? So we are going to write it as temperature in Celsius upon 100 equal to temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32 upon 180. Celsius ன்றதுல நம்ம temperature in Celsius னு எழுதிருக்கோம். Okay children? So temperature in Celsius upon 100 equal to temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32 upon 180. Okay, this is the relationship between Celsius and Fahrenheit. Okay, this equation is there in your book, page number 28. Have you all seen, children? Check page number 28. Below that picture, there is an equation. Is it, children? There is a first equation. Have you all seen? Temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32 upon 180 equal to temperature in Celsius upon 100. Can you all understood how we got this equation? Okay, good. Let us see about the relationship between Kelvin scale. Okay. Children, this is the first relationship we have derived. So, children, so what is that? Temperature in Celsius upon 100 equal to temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32 upon 180. Okay children, should by heart this. Okay, and then see this formula. You may have learned this in the previous classes, in the lower classes. Have you ever learned Kelvin equal to 273 plus Celsius? Celsius equal to 273 minus Kelvin. Have you ever learned, children? Okay, let us by heart it. Okay, children. Kelvin equal to 273 plus Celsius and Celsius equal to 273 minus Kelvin. Okay, we are going to use this. Okay, children. Yeah, here Kelvin equal to 273 plus Celsius. So, children, so we are going to write as temperature in Kelvin equal to 273 plus temperature in Celsius. See, temperature in Kelvin equal to 273 plus temperature in Celsius. Okay, children, these are the two relationships. Okay, these are the relationship between the three scales. Okay, so what is the first relationship? Tc upon 100 equal to Tf minus 32 upon 180. And what is the second relationship? Tk equal to 273 plus Tc. Okay children, can you all understood? So in this class we are learnt about temperature. Is it, children? So what does mean by temperature, children? The measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. Okay, the measure of degree of coldness or hotness of a body. So what is the SI unit of temperature? Kelvin. Okay children, and we are learnt about the melting point and boiling point. What is the melting point of ice? 0 degree Celsius. Okay, and what is the boiling point of ice? 100 degree Celsius. Okay children, and the temperature we are measuring by using Kelvin scale is called, நம்ம Kelvin scale la measure பண்ண temperature வந்து we can say as absolute temperature. Okay children, the temperature we are measuring by using the Kelvin scale is called absolute temperature. Children, can you all understood? Okay, the temperature we are measuring by using the Kelvin scale is called absolute temperatures. Okay children, only in Kelvin scale there will be no negative readings. Okay children, Kelvin scale la mattumda negative readings e irukadu. Okay children, so that we are calling the temperature which we are measuring using the Kelvin scale is called absolute temperature. And then what is the lowest reading of the Kelvin scale? 0 Kelvin. Okay children, 0 Kelvin is the lowest reading on the Kelvin scale. Children, can you all understood? And these are the relationship. Tc upon 100 equal to Tf minus 32 upon 180 and Tk equal to 273 plus Tc. Children, what is mean to Tc? Temperature in Celsius, okay? And Tf means temperature in Fahrenheit and Tk means temperature in Kelvin scale. Okay, children, can you all understood? Okay, let us write the class work, okay? Children, take your physics notebook. So in your notebook, already we have written 3 give reason questions. Is it children? This is the 4th one, okay? Okay, put the alphabet D and write the question, okay? Mercury is preferred as a thermometric liquid. Okay, the question is mercury is preferred as a thermometric liquid. What is the reason? Okay, children, what is the reason mercury? We are saying the mercury as a thermometric liquid. What is the reason, children? Do you know? Okay, the reason is mercury is a liquid metal. As a children, we all know it is a liquid metal. As iron, silver, steel, mercury is also a metal, but it is a liquid metal. Okay, children, it is a liquid metal. Okay, it has a silver color. Okay, it has a silver color liquid at room temperature. Okay, room temperature la adu vandu silver color la liquid ah irukum. Okay, children, and its boiling point is high and its freezing point is low. Okay, children, so that it does not stick to glass. So that is the reason we are preferring mercury as a thermometric liquid. Okay, children, mercury எப்படி இருக்கும்? white colored liquid ஆ இருக்கும். room temperature ல அழகா white color liquid ஆ தெரியும். Okay, children, and its boiling point is high. Okay, its boiling point is high and the melting point is low. Okay, children, boiling point high ஆவும் melting point low ஆவும் இருக்கிறதால என்ன ஆகும்? அது வந்து கிளாஸில் ஸ்டிக் ஆகாது. ஓகே, சில்ட்ரன், கிளாஸில் ஒட்டாது. ஸோ வாட் இஸ் த ரீசன் மா? மெர்க்குரி இஸ் அ சில்வர் கலர்டு லிக்விட் அட் ரூம் டெம்பரேச்சர். ஓகே, தட் இஸ் த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட். அண்ட் வாட் இஸ் செகண்ட் பாயிண்ட்? இட்ஸ் பாய்லிங் பாயிண்ட் இஸ் ஹை அண்ட் ஃப்ரீசிங் பாயிண்ட் இஸ் லோ. ஓகே, சில்ட்ரன், இட்ஸ் பாய்லிங் பாயிண்ட் இஸ் ஹை அண்ட் ஃப்ரீசிங் பாயிண்ட் இஸ் லோ. அண்ட் வாட் இஸ் த தேர்ட் பாயிண்ட்? It does not stick to glass. Okay, it does not stick to glass. So that we are using mercury in the thermometers. Okay, children. So that we are saying mercury is a thermometric liquid. Okay, you can copy it on your classwork notebook. Use ink pens. Okay, children. Use only the ink pens. Write neatly. Write it fast. Children, have you all copied? So, why mercury is preferred as a thermometric liquid? Mercury is a silver colored mercury is a silver colored liquid at room temperature. Okay, mercury is a silver colored liquid at room temperature. Its boiling point is high and freezing point is low. Okay, children, so it does not stick to glass. Okay, children, and this is the problem. Okay, numerical, put the heading as numerical. Already we have written 2 problem questions. This is children, from time we have written 2 problem questions. This is the third one. Okay, convert 176 degree Fahrenheit into Celsius and Kelvin scales of temperature. Okay, children, so the temperature is given in Fahrenheit. Okay, children, so 176 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so given temperature, okay, at Fahrenheit equal to 176 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, and to find Tc and Tk, okay, temperature in Celsius and temperature in Kelvin scale. Okay, children, so how will you find? We can use the equation which we had derived. Okay, children. Okay, we have learnt about the relationship, is it, children, among the three scales. Okay, in that we have derived two equations, is it, children. By using that, we are going to find it. Okay, children. So how will you find that Tc, that is temperature in Celsius scale? You can use this equation. Okay, Tc upon 100 equal to Tf minus 32 upon 180. Okay, children, Tc, that is temperature in Celsius scale, upon 100 equal to temperature in Fahrenheit scale minus 32 upon 180. Okay, children, you can substitute the given value here. Okay, children, so we know temperature in Fahrenheit, is it, children? So temperature in Celsius divided by 100 equal to 176 minus 32 upon 180. Okay, so subtract that 176 minus 32. What is the answer? What will you get? Yeah, you can copy it down in your notebook. Okay, you should find the answer. Children, have you all find out? So 176 minus 32, what is the answer? We can get 144, is it, children? 144 upon 180, and we are cross multiplying. Okay, children, so the 100 will come to the right side. Okay, so 144 upon 180 into 100. So find the final answer. You can cut the 0, is it, children? You can cut 1 0 from that 100 and 1 0 from that 180. Okay, so there is 10 and 18. Okay, and then again cut it. 5 2s are 10 and 9 2s are 18. Okay, and multiply and find it. Okay, children, so find the answer for the temperature in Celsius scale. Do it fast. Children, have you all found out? So the temperature in Celsius scale equal to 80. Okay, children, so what is given? The temperature is given in Fahrenheit scale. Okay, that is 176 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, children, and we are going to find the temperature in Celsius and also the temperature in Kelvin scale. Okay, children. Okay, first of all, how will you find the temperature in Celsius? We have found out the relationship between three scales, is it, children? So in that we have derived an equation, is it? So what is the equation we have learned? Tc upon 100 equal to Tf minus 32 upon 180. Okay, Tc upon 100 equal to Tf minus 32 upon 180. Okay children, we can substitute the Tf value there. Okay, so Tc upon 100 equal to Tf. What is Tf? What is the temperature in Fahrenheit? 176. Okay, 176 minus 32 upon 180. Okay, you can subtract it. So we will get 144 upon 180. Okay children, and we are going to find temperature in Celsius, is it children? So we can cross multiply it. Okay, so 144 upon 180 into 100. Okay, left side like 100, right side kondu vandittu. Okay, so it will be in numerator. Okay children, and you can simplify and find the answer, the children. So have you all find out? Have you all get 80 degrees Celsius? So the answer is 80. Okay children, the temperature is in Celsius scale is 80. Can you all understood? Okay, you will find the temperature in Kelvin scale. Okay, so for finding the temperature in Kelvin scale, already we have derived the equations. The children, in that relationship we have derived a equation, is it? So what is the equation? Temperature in Kelvin scale equal to 273 plus temperature in Celsius. Okay, temperature in Kelvin scale equal to 273 plus temperature in Celsius. Okay children, so already we have found out the temperature in Celsius, is it? So what is the temperature in Celsius? 80, is it children? So temperature in Kelvin equal to 273 plus 80. So find the answer children. Do it fast. Children, have you all found out? What is the temperature in Kelvin scale? 353 Kelvin. Okay, 353 Kelvin. Have you all got this answer? Okay, good. Children, have you all copied this in your notebook? Children, this is previous day's homework. Okay, have you all done the homework? Okay, let us check the answers. Okay, so I had given 10 match the following questions, is it? So the first one is time interval. Okay, for finding the time interval we can use stop clock. Okay, so the answer is stop clock. Time interval, stop clock. Okay, measure time. In the ancient days, how they measured time? Using sundial. Okay children, so the second one is sundial. Okay, and then third one, SI unit of time is second. Okay, the SI unit of time is second. Okay children, and then fourth one mean solar day. Okay, for one mean solar day 24 hours. Okay children, for one mean solar day it is 24 hours. Okay, and then fifth one, yeah, Christian Huygens invented pendulum clock. Is it children? Christian Huygens invented pendulum clock. Children, have you all returned these answers? Have you all checked? And see, this is the sixth one. Okay, a 24-hour clock avoids confusion. Okay children, so the answer is avoids confusion. Okay, and then seventh one, historical event can be mentioned in terms of millennium. Okay children, historical events in millennium. Okay, and then eighth one nanosecond means 1/1000th of a second. Okay children, 1 nanosecond, 1/1000th of a second. Okay, and the ninth one, to and fro motion. Okay, for For to and fro motion, it will take 2 seconds. Okay, children. To and fro motion takes 2 seconds. Okay, and then 10th one, 0000 hours means that is 12 noon. Okay. That is 12 midnight. Okay, 0000 hours means that is 12 midnight. Is it, children? So that is the answer. Okay. Check your answers, children. Children, have you all checked your answers? If you are wrong means you can correct it. Okay, children? Children, this is your today's homework. Okay, answer in one word. You should write the answer only in a one word. Okay, children? Okay, for the first question, which instrument is used to measure temperature? Okay, which instrument is used to measure temperature? Okay, and then second one, what is the boiling point of water? Okay, and then third one, on which scale the boiling point of water is 212 degree? Okay, children, you should mention which scale. Okay, we have learnt about 3 scales. Is it? What are the scales? Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale, and also Kelvin scale. Okay, in which scale the boiling point of water is 212 degrees? Okay, children, and then fourth one, on which scale water freezes at 32 degree? Okay, children, on which scale water freezes at 32 degree? Should mention the name of that scale. Okay, and then fifth one, what is the melting point of water? Children, you can take down in your class homework notebook. Yeah, take down fast. Write neatly. Okay, children. Use only ink pens to write homework and classwork. Okay. Children, have you all written the questions? And the sixth question, which is the measure of the degree of hotness of a body? Okay, which is the measure of the degree of hotness of a body? Okay, children. And then seventh one, which is called absolute temperature? Okay, which is called absolute temperature. Okay, and then eighth one, which is the lowest possible reading on Kelvin scale? Okay, which is the lowest possible reading on Kelvin scale? Okay, and the ninth one, which is the SI unit of temperature? What is the SI unit of temperature? Kelvin. Is it, children? Okay, and write it. Okay, and then 10th one, which is the lower and upper fixed point on a Fahrenheit scale? Okay, which is the lower and upper fixed point on a Fahrenheit scale? Okay, mention it. Okay, children? Yeah, you can take down in your homework notebook. Children, we have completed up to page number 28. Is it, children? So, learn it properly. Okay? Don't waste your time. Read your book. Okay, children? Thank you.